Right then, guys. This is new. This is new. Apparently I can't hear anything at this moment in time. I can't hear my voice, can't hear the feedback, which is weird, but oh well, I can live with it, I guess. Can you guys hear me alright? Hey Aiku, hey Jan, thank you. Yes, we are here, we're on Twitch. This looks like it's going to be our new home. There we go, I can actually hear myself now, which is nice. I like the feedback to my headset. Yes, you can hear me. Everything's working, everything's fine. Just so you guys know, I have removed any form of Mixer branding from anywhere. I am taking a stand against what's come out. So if you see a Mixer logo or a Mixer link anywhere in my stream, please let me know, because I will want to remove it. And until it's demonstrably changed or something's been done and people have been held to account, I won't be streaming back on Mixer. I am now Twitch exclusive until then. So thank you guys for coming over. I really do appreciate it. That is all I'm going to say on the matter unless I'm asked directly about it. But we are going to be starting a new game. I did start this game, but I didn't get too far into it. It's called Bioshock Infinite. And I loved Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2. I didn't know that, Jan. I will actually check to see how to fix that. Because generally I don't need slow chat. Slow mode off. Guys, try spamming a little. Try spamming a little, see if you can actually there we go. Slow mods off. We're sorted. We are done. And now we've got all the different like weird combinations of text and letters coming in. I've deliberately used Harris Heller's stream beats today because it's nice and chilled and it's laid back, and I kind of need that today. So we are what's called. We are going for that. And when I said spam, I meant just anything like you did, just to make sure, do you know, that we can actually get it actually done and actually make it so you're not held back, because I trust my community. And to be honest, if anybody misbehaves, I will just get rid of them anyway. We will keep it positive. We will keep it awesome. We will keep it clean. We will run it exactly as we used to do on Mixer. If you're a decent person, you keep the community feel, you all look out for each other, no issues. Anybody comes in, starts causing a problem, just get rid. I've got no patience for kind of like people being a nuisance. I don't want any toxicity coming into the community. So, moderators, IQ at the moment, and obviously Lumi when she's here. Do what you feel. You're basically an extension of me. If you think somebody's doing something wrong, just do what you feel's right and I'll back you 100%. 100%. So yes, and hey Evo, hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm doing good, Evo. I'm doing good. It's been a busy morning. I've been having to change a lot of stuff around, fix a lot of stuff. I've had to remove a lot of branding from certain things because I'm now Twitch exclusive for the foreseeable future, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, it's probably an industry-wide thing, but Twitch and DLive and all them don't actually brand themselves or try to pride themselves on being a family-friendly, welcoming, and safe place for all. That was a promise that Mixer made to us, and they've let too many people down. So you won't see a Mixer logo anywhere on the stream now. On Mixer, I have removed all my About Me section, apart from my Discord, my Twitter, and my Twitch link. My logo has been removed from the site completely. Also, my channel offline image is now just a black image. I don't want my brand anywhere near them at the moment because it goes against every single moral fibre in my body. And I've spent so much time. I'm actually an hour and a half late streaming today, 2 hours late, because I've been dealing with stuff. You will be getting a notification announcement from Lumi probably later on. I'm letting her make her own decision on this. But you'll find out more from Lumi later on, just so you know. So If anybody has any questions, just fire them at me. I'll happily try to explain them best I can if you want to know my actual position on things. I always try to be open and honest with you guys and as transparent as possible. It's part of kind of who I am and what I'm all about. I don't like hiding things from people. If there's a new feature coming, I might hide it from a few of you just for a while, and then I'll release it. But generally, I don't hold anything back. I just wait till things are ready to go. And Evo, thank you for that follow earlier as well. I did see it pop up. Unfortunately, we weren't live when you did it, so I couldn't actually do anything. Yeah, the only thing I'll say, guys, especially to the guys that are in chat at the moment, go with what you feel's right. I won't judge any of you for it. The decision I've took is a personal decision, and it's based on my thoughts, my feelings, my approach to it, and kind of what I believe in. But if you decide you want to follow, you've got my full support, guys. I'll keep trying to grow on Twitch. I'll try and support you guys in the process. IQ, Jan, Host, Evo, hosts, anybody. And we'll just try to grow here together. If we can do it one place, we can do it another. So I believe in us. I believe in us as a community, and I think we can do great things together. And IQ, whether it's setting up a bot or you can have your own little stream HUD personalised if you want that in your own colours, I'll make you that for you to replace your mixplay thing. I've already got the basis of it. I'd only need a few images from you, and then I can customise it to your liking. Same goes for you, Jan. If you want this as well, you can have it. Evo, you can have it. I can customise it to different colours. This is all my own code. All my own code. So there's no copyright issues. I'd be giving it to you on a limited license, as though I can give it to you, but you can't pass it on without me saying yes, you can pass it on. Because I want to keep it a community thing. I don't want it just going to. I don't want it going to just any Tom, Dick, or Harry. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be our thing. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm going to run that. The social thing that also comes at the top, I can also customize that for you. And we'll see what we can do and see what colours you want. Again, I just need some images for you. Do you know some like social media icons to actually suit your brand? And I'd also need your logo for this here. And I would need the font that you use on your stream, so I can actually match it to your stream. But I mean it, guys. If anybody in my community wants to follow and they believe the same as me, I will help you move the best I can, and I will dedicate time to doing it. And we'll sort something out. We will sort something out. But if you don't decide to move, like I said, I hold nothing against you. I will be staying clear of Mixer for a while, at least until they try and do something about it. I won't be farming Sparks there. I won't be farming experience. I will not be a viewer. I will not be a streamer. So at the moment, I am completely broken off from Mixer, and I sent them a contact form as well, saying that I've removed all my branding, and I've removed all the logos from everywhere, and until they sort it out, I won't be coming back, and until they sort it out, I won't be able to come back. So, but I'll start from scratch. I will start from scratch to make sure that I feel that I am morally right, and that I am following my values and my own best judgment on how to deal with it. So yeah. You just need to get your alerts running. Can't figure out for the life of me how to get it to run on Phantom. There is an alerts section, Jan. I haven't got a browser source set up. Maybe one of these days what I'll do is I'll maybe set up a little workshop for like 3, 4, 5 a year, and I'll just stream it on Twitch, and I'll try and set up a browser source, and I'll show you kind of where everything is. Personally, Jan, I would actually use Stream Elements, their bot, because it basically works exactly the same as any other bot if I want Twitter, for example, and it runs on the cloud. So the only thing I use PhantomBot for really now is occasionally checking and changing stream titles, and it basically writes the latest follower to a text file which my stream HUD reads from. So that's the only thing I use PhantomBot for. Other than that, I'm using Stream Elements. Also, if you guys were thinking about the tokens board, the tokens board still does exist. If you look below the stream, there's a Stream Elements thing. And if you click at the bottom where it says store items, a lot of everything apart from Keyboard Cat is on there. And the only reason I couldn't put Keyboard Cat on is because the actual song, which I didn't realise was actually a copyrighted song. I thought it was somebody made it up, but apparently not. Hey Eric, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. How's the image quality looking? Because I have had to drop down to 720p as well, instead of 1080. You'll have no sound on for a little, Simon. Yeah, that's fine, Jan. You lurk away. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Do what you need to. Sort out what you need to. And again, whatever anybody decides, if anybody needs any help, please let me know. I will help you as best I can. I am new to the platform myself now. I don't really know a great deal. I am learning it. I am getting better at it. I do know Stream Elements quite well now, though. And there is a way. There's always a way and a means. It's just finding said way and means. But yeah. If anybody has any questions throughout the stream, please do ask me. I will answer as honest and truthfully and as detailed as I can. I believe in full transparency in everything, and I don't want to hold anything back from you guys. So for now, this is our home. This is our home, and thank you for everybody that's come over from Mixer and that's here. And Stream Elements, you are posting way too often, my friend. You are posting way too often. It's like, do this, do this, do this, do this. It's like, no, Stream Elements. I'm just going to change that because that's a little bit too often for my liking. See, these things you don't notice, do you know, until you're actually live, and you're like, what the heck? Why are you spamming my community? Why do you do this? Modules, where were it? It wasn't under modules, it was under timers. Right, let's edit this to online interval to every 20 minutes. Chat lines every 20. It's just going to take me a little second to change these guys. I can't see chat at the moment. But yeah, the other thing as well is, you know, we're already thinking about moving to Twitch because of the stability issues. But today just really put the nail in the coffin for me, for the foreseeable future at least. It's like, it kind of feels like, do you know when you lived somewhere and it was your home and you lived with your family, and then it turns out that your family isn't who you actually thought your family were, and it's annoyed me, and to be honest, it's upset me, but we keep going. We will keep going. We will see how we do, and all we can do is just see what happens at the end of the day. That's basically how we need to do it. So yeah, I want to say some things about this game, but I don't want to affect your experience. I've played a little of it to begin with, Eric. I just haven't gone too far into the actual content. As you can tell, I'm ready to start a new game. I don't even know what the delay is like on Twitch, so I don't know whether it's 2 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. I'll tell you what, we'll do a test. Everyone in chat, get ready to hit enter. Just type A or 1. Type 1. And then when I actually say type, just hit enter and we'll see how quick it is. That's pretty quick. So 3, 2, 1, type. So it's about 2 or 3 seconds. That's not bad at all. That's better than RTMP on Mixer, so I can live with that. So yeah, that's really not bad. Anyway, like I said, any questions throughout the stream, please ask, and I will answer as best I can. But in the meantime, we will actually play some games. I can't remember whether there's anything on the HUD down below, so I'm going to put myself up here on the next screen and we'll see how it goes. I'm playing chilled music because I need to play chilled music today. It's literally one of them where I just need to be chilled. But see you on the other side, guys. So yeah. And again, just a reminder, the token board still exists. I haven't set up the actual earning amounts yet. I know you get 10 following, but it's set to 1 every 10 minutes, which was same as what it were on Mixer, but I couldn't bring the stream achievements things over. So I probably will end up adjusting that at some point. You didn't like the setting as much with this game. You see, I played 1 and 2 and I really enjoyed it. So I think when I actually started playing this, it was so different that I weren't overly keen. So I decided to leave it, and now I've decided, you know what, I really want to actually give this a proper crack of the whip. And I think this is going to be our stream game for the next week, and then there might be something in the works with me and Night Sky following this week, because we've been in discussions about doing something different. So looks like they slapped the Bioshock name on a game that was related but not the same game. It's fun to play, but there was another thing or two I wasn't keen on. Still worth playing. As long as it's worth playing, we're happy, yeah? Just hopefully it's enjoyable and hopefully it creates some good content for you guys, because I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but it's something I've wanted to play. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let's go new game. I've got a feeling there's going to be a cutscene. If you know the basics of FPS games, then this is the best place for you to start. I would probably say medium's probably a good way for me to go, to be honest. So we'll go medium. If the game volume seems a little bit loud, please let me know, because I haven't sorted this beforehand.
Are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
The mind of the subject will desperately struggle to create memories where none exist. And Evo, thank you for the host. Much appreciated, buddy.
Are you going to just sit there?
As compared to what? Standing?
Not standing, rowing.
Rowing? Haven't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder
What's
the
this?
burden?
No. But I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea?
I've made it very clear that I don't believe in the exercise.
The rowing?
No. Imagine that's wonderful exercise.
Then what?
The entire thought experiment.
Excuse me. How much longer?
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail.
But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
Can we get back to the rowing?
I suggest
Please,
you
they're well done.
I'm never going to get there.
No, I mean I'd greatly appreciate it if you would desist.
Perhaps you should ask him.
Yo, Nice Guy, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
I suppose he does. There's no point in asking.
Why not?
Because he doesn't row.
He doesn't row?
No, he doesn't row.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Did I set up a shout-out command? Can't
Right.
remember. Darn it. I didn't set up a shout-out command. Guys, just make sure you go following Night Sky. I'll sort it out later.
He's not moving.
He will.
It could be.
I suppose he does.
Let's try it. Let's experiment with Night Sky. No, apparently I don't have it set up. I knew I'd missed something, guys. I knew I'd missed something. Knew it. Oh well. Guys, make sure you're checking out Night Sky. Make sure you're checking out IQ. Make sure you're checking out Well and Evo Lads. And make sure you're checking out Crazy Yam. So, it was a lot to switch though, IQ. It was a lot to switch. What we're meant to do, there's obviously something. I even had a checklist. And I missed it. Oh my god. What an absolute fail for the first stream on Twitch here, guys. Eee, what am I like? I'll sort it ready for next stream. In fact, you know what? I'll write it down in 1 second. There we go, guys. It's wrote down. I do need a haircut. I definitely do need a haircut. But at the moment, unfortunately, my dad has the shield because he's got asthma, so he can't actually afford to. I can't leave the house just in case I bring something back. Obviously, coronavirus, and I don't want to risk putting him in danger. So I'd rather let it grow out. And then just get it cut when everything's safe.
That's something we can agree on.
Better not forget it next time. Okay, IQ, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's... To be honest, I don't even know how to set it up on Stream Elements. Let's have a quick look. Cause I can probably fix it in like 2 seconds, knowing me. It will be under chat commands, I'm assuming. Control F. Okay, it's not a default command. So is it under a custom command? Add command. SO. Supports variables, right? Let's have a look. See what variables we can use. I don't suppose you can copy. You can actually send me the details for it in for your Stream Elements shoutout in Discord, can you, Knight? Because I don't know where the Stream Elements one is. Because I would like to set it up. I would like to be able to give my friends shoutouts. Kind of feel bad not being able to. There we go. It's a preset command. It's not showing as preset in mine though, Knight. Bot. Chat commands. Is it called SO or is it called shoutout? Because it doesn't exist for me. It doesn't exist for me at all. Control F, SO. See, if I do SO, all it comes up is like song request and the rest of the jazz. How dare they not have this as a default? That's one thing I am going to miss, guys. I'm really going to miss Mix It Up. It was so good. So good. Custom commands. Right, thank you, Night Sky. Right, okay. So, if we go to add new command, and we do SO, and we'll go with whatever Night Sky sent me for now, and I'll personalise it later. We will also give it a command alias of shoutout, just in case. We will click activate, and then we shall test it. We shall see if it works. We shall see. Right then. SO at Night Sky. Not soy. SO. There we go. See, it's working. Kind of. Yeah, it just needs tweaking a little. One sec. let's try this out. Why is it putting the at in there? Yeah, but it's got an at in it though. I don't know why it's got an at in it. We're just stood here in the rain, sorting out a command. It's all good, guys. We're fine. We're fine. New command from template. Ah, there we go. I think I've sussed it. I think we have sussed it. Right, there we go. SO at Ayakuku. Does that actually go to your channel or does it not? No, it doesn't. Right, guys, we will live with it for now. I think we're just gonna live with it. We're gonna be like, yeah, that'll do. That's close enough. Wait, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. But guys, make sure you're checking out Ayakuku, Night Sky, Crazy Legs Jan, and Welling Evo Lad. All worth a follow. I will sort the command later.
Booker DeWitt. I guess you're expecting me?
You're gonna flame me? What do you mean flame me? But again, guys, thank you all for stopping by and jumping over from the mixer side and checking me out on Twitch. Don't disappoint us. That doesn't look good. It's a creepy game, this, a little bit. Ooh, use bells.
Wait a minute, that card.
I'd agree, Knight. I would 100% agree. I can't see how they can't. Yeah, it's like I said earlier. The host went. The channel one went to Black Magic simply because there weren't enough partners on. Thing is, I've gone whole hog. Now I have removed the Mixer logo from everywhere, and I mean everywhere. I actually started my stream 2 hours late because I was cleaning everything up. And to be honest, Twitch looks pretty nice, so I can't really complain. It's not like I haven't got friends over here, which is the main thing. That's absolutely fine, mate. I appreciate you stopping by and trying to help me with the shout out command. It really does mean a lot, and I'm just gonna knock the gameplay audio down just a little bit because it feels like it is very loud.
Looks like they expect me to sit.
Can you guys still hear that? Okay. So if I jump about, can you still hear me jumping? We'll check with the elevator. We'll sit in the elevator. We'll see what the volume's like, and I will just keep testing and testing and testing and see what it sounds like. So I'm just going to talk about gibberish and see if you can still hear the game. Can you still hear it? Can you? Can you hear the audio? Still seems loud to me, that.
No, God damn it!
Ascension in the count of 5. Count of 4.
Looks like we're going somewhere, guys.
2, 1. Ascension.
Off we go.
Just stay calm.
5,000 feet.
Off to space we go.
10,000 feet.
10,000 feet, and that's faster than a rocket. Yep, to infinity and beyond. The first one was under the sea, weren't it? And the second one were under the sea. And then now we're in space. Well, in the clouds, rather. Not space, because there'd be no atmosphere, wouldn't be able to breathe. Yeah, I thought so. At least it's not making me fall to my death. It really killed the atmosphere, that's what I loved about the first two. Okay. That's what you loved about the first two. I really appreciate they tried to do something different, but I think it worked out well for me. Yeah, it's... I think it's sometimes franchises have to take like risks in changing up the franchise, because it just gets stale if they don't. The Roderick shall lead the people to a new Eden. That sounds a bit ominous, just a little. There we go, it's releasing us. Find a way into the city. Well, it's not going to be that way because that's a dead end. And that's possible. And that's possible a third of the same kind wouldn't have worked. But the fact they haven't come out with a fourth is really telling. Yeah. Or they're just taking the time with it and trying to do something different. They might have focused on a different franchise temporarily. You know, like other companies do, like Ubisoft and stuff. Ubisoft will do an Assassin's Creed game and then they'll leave it alone for a bit. Let the writers do what they need to do to make it as good as possible and then start development. Look at this, I've only just got to the city and I'm already stealing stuff, like monies.
Excuse me, where am I?
Heaven, friend. Or as close as we'll see till judgment.
This isn't heaven.
Such questions to myself, unless I want to get made.
Steal all the dollars. Steal all the dollars. Let's play this audio log.
Love the prophet because he loves the sinner. Love the sinner because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer?
Is the game still very loud compared to my voice?
What grace has forgiveness?
Or is it actually okay now? Because I can't tell. It still sounds loud to me. Oh, it's a very pretty game, Eric. Definitely very pretty. Like, look at it, it's awesome.
Every year, on this day of days, we recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit through sacrifice and the giving of thanks.
Still a tad loud, okay, that's fine. Audio.
By submerging ourselves.
I think that should probably be better.
Of baptism. And lo, if the prophet had struck down our enemies at wounded knee and not railed against the Sodom beneath us,
Is that better?
if the prophet had just railed against the Sodom beneath us, but not
I think it probably should be.
gifts of the founders, it would have been
Yeah,
enough.
normally I
If
sort the game
prophet
audio
had
out
just
before I go
accepted the
live,
free
but I
golden
kind of
gifts
forgot
the
with this one
founders,
because
and
of
not
everything that's been
prayed for
going on.
deliverance, it would have been enough.
So I had to prioritise that over making sure this first stream was absolutely perfect, you know what I mean? Hence the shout out thing doesn't work.
Would have been enough if
Oops.
the prophet had just led us to the new Eden and not purge the vipers of the Orient. It would have been enough if the prophet had just purged the vipers of the Orient, but not suffered the sacrifice of his beloved. It would have been enough if the prophet had just suffered the sacrifice of his beloved, but not expelled the Vox Populi. It would have been enough.
One thing I will miss about Mixer is the transcode that I got, so I don't get any transcodes now. I've had to go down to 720 instead of 6500, so there will be a small visual hit.
Is it someone new? Someone from the Sodom below, newly come to Columbia to be watered clean before our prophet, our founders, and our Lord?
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
I'll go back on the rocket, thank you.
Come and be cleansed.
Or not, I don't think I have a choice, do I?
Hey,
I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord. I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
Okay, so you're gonna try and kill me now, are you? Ooh.
who's there? Who's there?
Bring us the curb and wipe away the debt.
What do you want?
We had a deal to it. Open this door right now.
I told you.
Right, is there anything I can actually
Go away.
open?
Mr. DeWitt.
I don't think there is, because I don't even think I'm actually in Columbia now, am I? I think this might be a dream. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it is. There was the floating city. And again, guys, thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. This is my first playthrough of this game.
That idiot
Right.
priest needs to learn the difference between baptizing a man and drowning one.
Granted a sword.
I don't think he actually didn't know the difference. I think he actually realised it and he was actually trying to drown me. Right, so navigate to... There we go. So that gives me a little arrow to be able to...
Across the Delaware, with flaming
Don't think I can
sword
talk to these
and wings
people,
of
can I?
angels. Watch over me,
By the sword
and the scroll, and the key.
Keep eating apples. Ooh. Money, money, money. Got a feeling I'm going to need that for guns and ammo and whatever else, so I think I'll take what I can get.
Just because the city flies don't mean it ain't got its fair share of fools. Alright. Still got a girl to find.
Yeah, I decided not to have music while playing this game because it's quite atmospheric. It's good how they made them all line up with each other and made it so it actually works. Like with the little bridges between them and stuff.
City Park only docks here between 9 a.m. and 11. It's got a waterfall.
Bin.
Just missed.
Gotta check the bins.
We could have something. Good to see you.
Eat a hot dog. Okay. Any more health that I can get anywhere? Look at it though. It's a really nice looking game. Like that view there with thing behind it. Didn't like the airship flying away. Really nice. It's a very old game, but you know me, I tend to play whatever I feel like. Most of the time I'm up for shooters and I like my multiplayers, but sometimes I like a nice single player experience. I am leaving Assassin's Creed 2 for now, because we don't know kind of what's going to happen in the future. So for now, I would keep that just to one side to finish off on Mixer if it does actually become feasible to go back, which isn't looking likely because I don't think they'll be able to do anything to actually fix what they've done, or what's happened rather. So I might end up going back to AC in maybe a couple of weeks. We'll see what the lay of the land is, guys. Ooh, bread and cheese. I love some cheese. Cheese. Anything else? Any more monies? I think I actually got stuck when I first started playing this as well at one point, which also made me kind of leave the game alone. Maybe. I can't remember. Maybe that were a different game. Just can't remember. Ooh. Popcorn and crisps. Please wait. Okay. The vision of a great city. Well, technically and technologically, it looks like an amazing city. The prophet Comstock leads his people out of the Sodom below. A miracle child is born, the future of the city is secured. Okay. Gotta love the cult. Gotta love the cult.
All clear. Good luck at the raffle, folks. Columbia Raffle and Fair.
But yeah, I've kind of nudged Night Sky to get a controller as well, by the way. To actually go and get his controller fixed. Because I said to him today, I said, if you want to play something, we can do. But then he said, oh, I ain't got my controller fixed. I'm like, okay. So this week I'll do a solo game. And then next week we'll see what we can do with regards to playing together. He was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's we'll see. We'll see what he does. We do have a couple of ideas, a couple of plans. We've just got to discuss them yet though, and see what we want to do. Ooh. Good thing is nothing's broke yet after the move. I wonder how long that's gonna last. What the heck? Why did stream elements just time you out, Eric? What the hell? What the heck? It just timed you out, Eric. No! It says 30... what are you doing, moderator? Just let me sort that out, because I bet that's a misconfigured bot. Spam filter. Right, that's now fixed. I've turned off all the filters. Sorry, Eric. You know I'd never really have any reason to time you out, buddy. It was stream elements. It was just like, what the heck? I've actually it's if somebody gets timed out, IQ, it's just untime out. And then the username. And it's same for everything. So if you put /un, so UN in chat, it'll say unban, unhost, unmod, unraid, untimeout, unique chat off, unVIP, and all that type of stuff. So the things are there. Apparently Stream Elements automatically has a filter on there, which I didn't notice. I've turned them all off now. I will 100% rely on moderators and myself just to keep chat clean. But obviously, we will a lot of time we don't even need filters anyway. And as long as we're careful with our community and we let people in that are, only let people in that are good and kind of match our values in that regard, I think we'll be all right.
One man goes into the waters of baptism.
And remember, IQ, you have mod view as well if you want to use that instead.
But who is that man who lies submerged?
There we go. I didn't realise I turned my camera off.
That swimmer is both
Well, I did,
sinner
but I forgot to turn it back on.
till
So,
he is revealed unto the eyes of man.
just have a look around in it, IQ, and just try and learn it, see what you think of it, and I'm sure it'll help you for anywhere else if you're a mod anywhere else. Ah, okay, fair enough, Eric. Well, I'm sure I'll find out. I'm sure I'll find out at some point, Warner, and see what happens. You just thought there was a button you can press that takes away the timeout ban. I don't know whether there is or there isn't. I think there's a column at the left-hand side somewhere that actually gives you like user history, and probably Eric is already in there saying this has been timed out. So I haven't really looked at it either because I'm not a mod anywhere on Twitch at the moment because I'm enjoying my VIP on Night Skies for now. Obviously I might ask for the mod back at some point, but for now I'm just enjoying just chilling. Not to say I won't go back to a mod and ask for it back, but for now I'm happy. Exactly, Eric. At the moment, until he grows a bit, he doesn't really need anything more than you. But as soon as he gets a bit bigger, we'll obviously, I'll say I'll have my mod back then. But at the moment, I'm just taking it easy. Just you know, enjoying the little purple badge next to my name. Taking it steady, just chatting away, not worrying about anything, and just having a good time and watching him play Warframe. I'll tell you what, it will be nice though. Now I'm over here, I can actually host him and raid him again, can't I? So it'll be nice. Oh, look at all them fireworks. That's cool. But yeah, it'll be nice to be able to actually support him in that way again. Which is awesome. Just for anybody that weren't here as well earlier, I did say that Lumi will be making an announcement later with what she's gonna do. So keep an eye out for that, guys. She'll probably put a tweet out, and she'll probably put an announcement out in the Discord, because my Discord is kind of her Discord now as well. I've shared it equally with her, so she's kind of like a joint founder. So she's got the rights to actually put announcements out and stuff. Mine and Lumi's brand are very, very close and like very, very closely linked together now. Which makes sense. It does make sense. You guys know how close we are. Look at this costume. We do indeed. It's so crazy we even have to think about this stuff happening. Like, did they think no one would find out? Well, yeah, exactly. It's the thing is, a lot of people, Eric, they think in the moment, they don't think about the long term, and they just kind of deal with what they want to, you know, like whatever the needs are then, or whatever they want then, rather. That's what they go for, and they don't consider the actual consequences. But thing is, I was actually already thinking of moving over partially because of the stability issues. Whereas what's happened now is literally just said, you know what, Mix is not worth it. They're damaging to my brand. They're damaging to me. So I've disassociated myself, and I did send a contact form to them, telling them that I'll read it to you. Bet they haven't responded yet, but like I said, I'm all about transparency, so I'm happy to share it. Right, here we go. I sent to them Mixer. In the light of recent revelations regarding racism and sexual abuse on social media, I felt it necessary to stop broadcasting my content or have my brand associated with yours. Your platform was always advertised as a family-friendly, welcoming and safe place for all. Unfortunately, you have let many people down. Until you take action to resolve this entire mess, I will be streaming to Twitch exclusively. I have removed all of my own branding from Mixer to stand with the people affected. Fix this or I can't come back. Doing the right thing is more important than anything, and I am happy to start over to stick to my own ethical morals and values. Regards, Simon. That's literally what I wrote to them. So, and I don't care whether I lose embers. I don't care if I'm leaving 1,200 followers behind at the end of the day, until they fix it or they do something where it kind of like they can demonstrate they've actually dealt with it properly. I won't be streaming there. And I've literally put that through to the contact form. I'll put it on social media, I'll put it in my Discord, something along the lines or similar. Obviously they've been tweaked for different platforms to make sure they're more suitable for each platform, because on social media you tend to got to be a little bit more careful with the way you say things. But behind closed doors I was literally just saying, look, platform, you're dead to me until you sort it. I'm not farming sparks over there, I'm not farming XP, I'm not leaving tabs open for anybody, which is bad because I can't support my friends that are over there. But that's the cost. That's the cost. Do you know what I mean? I've had to clean break from them for now until they actually deal with it, and it sucks. It really sucks. That really upsets me. But I've got to stick to my guns. I've got to stand with what's right, and the only thing I can really do is do what I feel's right. And unfortunately, for now, I've got to actually do what I feel's right. And kind of what actually sits best with my own moral compass. Which is also why I said if any of my friends do follow over to Mixer, I will help support them from Mixer. So if they want to move to Twitch from Mixer, I'll help support them. There we go, first place. I can only imagine what Brownie is thinking through all of this, and others like her. Oh yeah, hey Mike, or Smith Dawson as it is over here. I'll still call you Mike because I still know you as Mike. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. Nice to see you. Oh, I only got the money bag. I suppose I could get second place now, maybe. But let me do both. So we want 10 points for the money. So we'll stop at 10. Aiko, I'm not sure anything happened to Brownie. I just think it's because she's a female partnered streamer. I think that's what Eric's getting at. There we go, we'll stop there. And the person of colour, yeah. Because it's not just been one thing. There's been a racism issue. And there's also been sexual abuse issues. I have linked to one instance of racism in my to a tweet in my Discord, and one instance of where it's been sexual abuse, and that kind of helps to explain my kind of reasoning for actually moving to Twitch exclusively for now. And we'll get these cigarettes here. Exactly, Mike. Exactly, 100%. It's actually really, really annoying and upsetting at the same time. Oops, I didn't actually mean to stop playing that then. I want them cigarettes that are there. But there's lots of partners that are taking a stand, and a lot have said that until something's done, they're not streaming on the platform. This morning, obviously you guys know Black Magic on a Mixer. He actually got Channel 1 host because there was nobody in the there was nobody streaming, no partner streaming, so it just picked whoever was on with the highest number of viewers. And yeah, that's how bad it's hit him. I was looking at others, like B said he's not going to stream on the platform until they actually do something about it. It says he's not moving to Twitch because the problem's everywhere, but he won't be streaming on Mixer until they've actually done something about it. So it is what it is. Hey Monkey, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Please forgive me, guys. I can't do shoutouts today because I haven't got the shoutout command properly working. It was something that I did an oversight on, and I apologise for that. I will have it sorted, ready for next stream. But guys, make sure you are checking out Napping Monkey. She's awesome. She's a good friend of mine from over on the Mixer side. She's a really, really genuine, down-to-earth girl, and she plays a lot of Division 2 at the moment and GTA 5. But yeah, we'll see what they do. We'll see what Mixer actually does. But just as I said earlier, all my branding has been removed from the site. My logo is nowhere to be found. All my channel offline images have been changed to black images. All my About Me section, apart from my Discord link, my Twitter and my Twitch, have been removed. I have not got any lurks on Mixer at the moment. I am not giving them any support whatsoever. I've removed all their logos from all my social media headers, and also so even if you did over here, I had a Mixer command. If you try doing Mixer here, it'll do nothing because it's what's it called? I'm just not being associated with them. I've also removed the image that comes up here, so Mixer doesn't show there and it doesn't show in my socials. That's the stance that I've took against it. And until they can demonstrate that they've done something about it and the issues have been resolved, I won't support the platform. Jan said earlier, he said he doesn't know what to do. He don't know whether to stay and try and make a change and like yell about it and make a lot of noise about it. And I just said, well, we all know that making noise on Mixer does nothing, so my choice is I'd just rather leave it. Sorry, I'm looking around. Ooh, another voxophone.
What's a voxophone? What's a voxophone?
Okay, so
A personal record of voice.
Hey, just so we're
personal
clear, I'm not
record of
paying for
voice.
Just a demonstration, sir.
Monkey, if that's your decision, you go for it. If you need any support, myself, I've said I will help any of the community to try and transition over. What I will say is, just bear in mind, I only have so many hours in a week, so I might have to deal with one person at a time. But I will do my best to try and help people transition. I might even do some. I might even do a couple of streams just in the evenings, just to show people how to do things and set up like a browser source and stuff, or just do a screen capture of the left-hand side screen that I've got. So instead of doing a game thing, I might just show her how to do this, how to do that, how to do the other. with things like Phantom Bot, and cause that's the bot that I'm using currently. For certain things, the other bot that I'm using is Stream Elements. So that's exactly what I've said, Monkey. I know that I've built a lot on Mixer, and you're sorry, but just like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So all I did is I literally said on social media, I will start from scratch. I will literally walk away from 1,200 followers and 12 months worth of work to actually make sure that we're on the right side of this, because doing the right thing is more important. It's always more important. Always do what is right. Doesn't matter about anything else. This is what I was saying, Dino, when I first introduced the token system over on Mixer. I was actually saying to Luna, I was saying, I hope this isn't addictive in a way that, Dino, it actually make people feel that they've got to spend embers and the rest of the jazz. And I said that if it ended up being, I would have removed the system completely. But luckily, people were responsible with it, and it worked out nicely. But I actually care about you guys, do you know what I mean? And I just want what's best for you. And from a purely community focus point of view, how could I stay on Mixer? How? And then from an ethical and moral point of view, how could I stay on Mixer? How? Right, let's see if we can get 20 points for this and we'll get some more gold. I am actually enjoying these little side games. The thing is though, guys, right? Even if you're walking away, you're not walking away from your friends. Just look at chat now, right? This is literally my first stream on Mixer. And we've got 9, 10, 11 people in here. All from Mixer on Twitch. So, you're not actually losing anything. The people that actually talk and come and see you and say hi, and that are regulars for you, they're already here. Oh, I got second place. But that's what it's all about. It's about friendship. And whoever decides to come over in our community, in our group, and that are our friends, will help support each other. I will help support people with hosts and raids. I will help support people with the actual infrastructure behind it. Together we are stronger. Wow, this is actually proving quite difficult to actually hit these. Ah, missed her. This is actually really tough. I think I'm used to a more sensitive shot than this. First place. Yes. Even though it took me 2 attempts. But yeah, the thing is, nothing changes on the platform. Nothing changes. We're still the same community. We're still the same people. We're still the same group of friends. What I will say, Monkey, to that is if you were going to tweet something and you feel strongly enough about it, and you feel that it's right for you to do it, you do it. Obviously put it across in a constructive way. You can tell them that you're disgusted and appalled by it, but don't deliberately make enemies. Just say what your thoughts on it, say what your feelings are on it, and just say, I will be streaming to Twitch and until this is actually demonstrated to actually have been fixed or resolved. And no worries, IQ, take your time. I did tweet something to Mixer. IQ. Monkey, sorry. I did tweet something to Mixer. And I also sent them an email as well. I don't know whether you were here when I read out what I said, but I can read it to you if you would like. Because I actually went to the contact form and I sent them Mixer, in light of recent revelations regarding racism and sexual abuse on social media, I have felt it necessary to stop broadcasting my content or have my brand associated with yours. Your platform was always advertised as a family-friendly, welcoming and safe place for all. Unfortunately, you have let many people down. Until you take action to resolve this entire mess, I will be streaming to Twitch exclusively. I have removed all my branding from Mixer to stand with the people affected. Fix this or I can't come back. Doing the right thing is more important than anything, and I am happy to start over to stick to my own ethical morals and values. Regards, Simon. That's my take on it, Monkey. That's what I've said to them. Literally, that is what I've sent to Sport. As a general thing, just saying, look, it's not acceptable, and you've lost me until you can actually prove that you've done something about it, and that you're actually going to change. I don't see how they can. I think that there's a good chance that Twitch might end up being our permanent home, which I'm fine with. I'm 100% fine with. It's just a shame. Do you know what I mean? I've just been getting really into these side games. It's like the little shooting games. Is this another one? No. Is this the one that I just did? Yeah, that's the one I just did. Any more side games? Oh, look at this big dude. That guy's massive. It is a really pretty game though. You can't say it's not. But yeah guys, thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate it. And I really do appreciate you guys jumping over from another platform to Twitch to tune in. You've no idea how much it means to me. No idea at all. Right then. Can we now move on to another place? Or... Right, buy ticket. Oh.
Guessing that don't mean me.
Right, so how do we get a ticket now? How do we get a ticket? See, it's saying go that way. But how do we get a ticket? Simon, I saw a pop-up tweet of something who retweeted a tweet of a Mixer streamer who found a guy who did all those things on now retweeted it. Yeah, just say what your thoughts are. Don't make enemies with it. But just let people know. Because you need to call it out for what it is, and you need to show that you'll stand against it, but you've also got to make sure that you're looking after yourself at the same time. Thing is, what Eric just said then, he'll be your friend even if you stream on Twitch. We're all your friends anyway. The platform's irrelevant. I've got a feeling that even if we went to D-Live, a lot of people would follow us over to D-Live. I'm not going to go to D-Live, by the way, because it's a platform that I don't agree with the monetization system behind it, because it uses their own cryptocurrency, and they can devalue it whenever they want, and I don't like that idea. But just say, for example, people went to Facebook, or they went to YouTube, I think a lot of people would follow, you know. I think a lot of our community would just be like, you know what? If one of us moves, or some of us moves, then all of us will move. Right, how do I get this ticket to get through here? I can't remember.
Hello there, friend.
Just have a quick... Hello? Take it you don't want me. Okay. He said hello and then just didn't want to actually say anything else. I'm like, okay. The good thing is, which I've been monitoring for the stream, is no drop frames. Quality looks good. We are on 720 instead of 1080, but that's just because I don't have transcodes here. But it is all good. Right, protect the woman and child. Hit the devil 3 times. Okay. Right, where's devil number 2? Devil number 2. But yeah, exactly, Eric. That's the whole thing. We've all had massive impacts on each other over the last 12 months. Even longer for a lot of you, because I only started just over 12 months ago, which you guys know. So, in that time, I've made a lot of good friends on Mixer, and I'll always be grateful to them for that. But I can't stand by and kind of not do anything about it. Does that make sense? Check vendors. Okay, which vendors? This vendor? He's not a vendor. I've already got everything here. They even blame other streamers who didn't do those things, and I know that they would never do those things because they're married. That's not actually true. Monkey, one of them was married with a kid, and I'm not going to name names, but one of them was, unfortunately. Right, which vendor do I need to speak to? This one?
You're one of those.
With just a whisper.
Ooh,
They're all
that's a fancy looking bottle. Yes, Monkey, 100%. I'm being very, very careful about names because I don't want to end up with a lawsuit for anything. All I can say is it's all out there on social media. You can find it. And if you want a specific, if you want to see one of the tweets that made me make the decision, you can check it in the Discord.
What the hell was that?
Right, can I buy a ticket now?
The raffle is all sold out.
Salt machine? Right, where do I need to go to actually get through this? Eric, a little bit of help would be nice here if you wouldn't mind. Just so, because I'm a little bit stuck. Because it does say talk to vendors. Oh, try using possession on the ticket taker. Okay, right, alright, yeah, I get it. I asked for help and then it actually gives me the help. So how do I use this now? There we go. That makes sense. I was confused.
Come on, let me through.
Heads.
or tails.
Heads.
Told you.
Hmm.
I never find it as satisfying as I
Chin up. Who's next?
I think that, was that a double-sided coin? Oh, look at all the other heads on the back. Double-sided coin, I think. Or weighted, one of the others. Just go a quick drink, guys. Gotta keep hydrated and all that. Right. Health kit. Okay. Right, so I've a little bit better. Okay, there's money. Welcome back, IQ. Thing is, on Twitch, do you want me to call you Ayaku, or do you want me to call you Ayakuku? Or just Cuckoo? Or what? Because most people are relatively similar where you've got an extra Q on the end now, so I don't know what to actually call you. Your choice. Your choice.
It certainly doesn't hurt.
Right, let's route the bins. You call me whatever's easiest. I'll just keep you as Ayaku then, since that's what I know you as, mostly. As long as I know that it's you. And I told you that you were already a mod. Told you were already a mod. You literally just walked in and you're like, ooh, I have a sword. Alright, let's play this audio log. Let's see what it says.
Madam Tess,
your books on the sciences. Mama says it's not a fit occupation for a lady, but I think she's jealous of our cleverness. Is it true that only you are allowed to visit the girl in the tower? If the lamb is lonely too, I should like to meet her, as we would have much in common. Warmest regards, Constance.
Thing is, IQ, you were already green over on Mixer anyway, so you were all good. Don't hit me with a sword. Stream Elements already smacked me with a naughty stick. Yeah, Stream Elements was a little bit heavy-handed there. I don't think I changed it from the default settings. I think that's why it actually give you a little bit of a smack. It shouldn't do it again though. I think I have sorted it. Obviously I have other things that I need to deal with, like the shoutout command and anything else that I might have missed. I'll just systematically go through Mix It Up bot later and I'll see what I need to transfer over. I thought I transferred most of the stuff, but maybe I just skipped over the actual stream management section, because a lot of the stream management stuff that's in there I couldn't bring over to Twitch with me, unfortunately. So maybe I just thought, well, everything in there is Mix It Up, and it turned out that the shoutout command was in there. So oops. Right. Sorry, I'm just going around and actually rooting for everything simply because I want to make sure I'm getting all the money I can so then I can buy things. Right. I don't think I can go this way, can I? No, I can't. So it's got to be this way. It is a very pretty game though. I'm very much enjoying it so far. I did like the mini games at the beginning. They were fun.
The 1912 raffle has officially begun!
Mister!
1912 raffle has officially begun. Right, so what do I do now? Talk to the woman.
Sorry, no sale.
Silly. There's never a charge for the raffle. You've been sleeping under a rock?
77.
77. That's a lucky number. I'll be rooting for you.
Bring me the bowl! Is that not the prettiest young white girl in all of Columbia? All right then. The winner is number 77!
Well, what do you know?
Over here! Over here! He's the winner!
Number 77, come and claim your prize!
I don't think I want the prize. If anything's to go by. Ooh. This doesn't look fun.
Are you gonna throw it, or are you taking your coffee black these days? Looks like we've got
I want to throw it at the announcer.
You son of a bitch.
Wait. It's him.
Now, where'd you get that brand, boy? Don't you know that makes you the backstabbing snake in the grass false shepherd?
And we ain't letting no
Oh.
false shepherd into our flock. Show them what we got planned, boys.
Oh.
Stop him! The false shepherd's come to lead our lamb astray.
Right, search corpse, nothing. Search corpse, nothing. Whoa. Right, okay. Let's see how many there are of them first. Okay, so they've just locked me in. So, okay. So that's one. When you're seeing a skull on an enemy, you can hold Y to finish them. Ow. I want that gun of his. Okay, I am struggling to actually find and see people here. Give me that gun, please, good sir. Wow. It's going to take me a little bit of getting used to this game, I think. Okay, I've got everything there. Need to keep searching the corpse. Right, okay. Right. Let's search the bins for more food. There we go. More health. I'm full on health. Oh. Right. Was there any more bins? Yes, there was a bin here. Okay, there's nothing in there. It's possession that I left behind, apparently. But yeah, that looked painful, like. It's like, ouch. Alright, let's
I told you, Comstock. You sell 'em paradise and the
possession aid. Adds ability to possess humans who suicide when the effect expires. That sounds lovely. Really lovely. Right, okay. Sold out. And we get a little advert thing here. Just
into allies. Hold and release to create a ghostly trap.
oh, 1 second. Ooh. Sorry, Luma just messaged me. They've just brought out another name. They've just brought out another name from kind of who's been doing stuff. Lumi just told me. Like I said, I'm very reluctant to actually name names on the channel because I don't want any legal thing, but somebody else is actually being called out.
Why, you can say they're simple souls in penance for rising above their station.
But yeah, apparently social media's going crazy.
I suppose.
But yeah, IQ, Smith Dawson is Max Smith from Mixer. He's actually one of my oldest friends on the well, he was one of my oldest friends on Mixer. Now he's one of my oldest friends that's come over from Mixer. Okay, maybe I didn't want to do that. Wow, where'd you come from, buddy? Fireworks launcher. That was cool. Look at that. Sorry, simple minds and all that. Did you just do the baseball thing? Yeah, where I got like number 77 and it got picked out, and they decided to turn around and say you're the false prophet or something like that. Hello there, buddy. I am liking this pistol. I think this is where I got up to last time, guys. I'm pretty sure this is like where I stopped playing the first time round. So I decided to throw the ball at the announcer and it didn't let me. Oh wow. Where is it? There it is. It's still a really pretty game. I wish you could actually, you know, like... Oh, there we go. I didn't know how you to actually, you know, zoom in and aim in, but apparently it told me. I didn't throw the ball, it felt wrong. You tried that too. Yeah, I just felt like the only way to do it was to actually throw it at the announcer. Because obviously he was doing something wrong. To get a taste of his own medicine. In that case. You hope they do something fast or at least say something. They've already said something regarding the racism part, but it was very, very weak. And not enough, really, in my view. And they haven't said anything about the other side of things, unfortunately. The good thing is, though, guys, is no matter what, whether my channel is here or whether it's on Mixer, I always try to make sure you guys are safe. And if anybody, and I mean anybody, bullies you, harasses you, tries to abuse you in any way, you let me know or a moderator know, and they will be ejected. Literally, just in Discord, send me a screenshot of what's been said from the person, and I'll read it and I'll literally just get rid of them straight away. My DMs are always open and I am constantly checking them because I always look for them. I always look for things, or if I don't notice it in the DMs, just saying, chat, oh, just check your DMs, I just sent you something, Simon, and then I'll deal with it. So I won't stand for I won't stand for any of it, and I will remove people if they start like doing that action. And like I said, my moderators, they are an extension of me. If they choose to get rid of somebody for any of that behaviour, they have my 100% support. And moderators' decisions are final. I won't overturn them. I won't go against them and say, well, actually, I think you were wrong there. At the end of the day, I trust my mod's judgment, so... not sure if any of you have heard that of Psycho Plays, but he's a Mixer partner and he's streaming on Twitch right now and he's going off on Mixer. Yeah, I know who Psycho Plays is. I don't know, there's a few others as well. It was even being hosted by Channel 1. Yeah. What can you do? Do you know what I mean? What can you do? I've noticed my social HUD's not working either, unfortunately. But I don't know whether that's because I don't know whether Phantom Bot's turned itself on or not. Let's have a look. Oh, I didn't realise we've hit 20 followers as well, guys. Thank you so much. This is because I don't actually open up this. I don't open up Phantom Bot really, so. But yeah, 20 hype. Someone actually did in my stream, but that was before all this started. All we can do is wait and see at the moment and see what they do. But at the moment, I don't want anything to do with them until they actually do something about it. I hope he wasn't an ally, because it looked dangerous.
The vigor. Devil's kiss.
Devil's kiss.
You only live once.
I do like the bottles that they come in. They're really, really cool. They look really nice. Devil's kiss.
Throw a fiery grenade. Hold and release to create an explosive trap.
That wasn't no sample.
But yeah, it's the reason I was 2 hours late starting today, because of kind of what were going on. I had to go through all my images, all everywhere where my branding were, all my social media headers, just to remove all the icons and stuff and all the logos. I think I've got everything now. I might have missed some things maybe, but I have changed most things. Oh wow, where's that shooting from? But yeah, I definitely understand what you mean with that, Eric. You definitely need this announcer in your life. It's like that guy, what were he called? Something Fontaine, that used to do all like the movie voiceovers. He had like an amazing voice. I forgot what his actual first name were. I think it was somebody LaFontaine. Ooh, salt's full. Okay, my salts are full. I need to find some more health. Is there a bin anywhere? Let's go bin routing. Let's go bin routing. If there is any bins, that is. I don't think there is. Oh well. Oh well. Ooh, search lockbox. We'll take that. Frank, is that the one? I'll tell you what. Let me Google search it. It was somebody. Don LaFontaine. It was Don LaFontaine. There's the Wikipedia page. Just in case you're interested. he was the one that started, you know, the whole like specific voiceover type way of doing things, and lots of people have tried to imitate him since. And it's kind of like the de facto voice now. Unfortunately, he died, but he did a lot of the voiceovers for loads of different films. Yeah, I couldn't remember his first name. I just knew his last name was LaFontaine, but I couldn't remember his first name. So I like, what's his first name? What's his first name? And then I realised. So we got there. We got there. It's all good. Right, enter blue ribbon. Leave area. Have we done any achievements? We've done one achievement apparently so far. Let's have a look. In the main campaign, completed Lighthouse. Nice. I got 5 gamer points for it. Hey Lumi, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. And guys, make sure you check out Lumi. She's awesome. She's my partner in crime on Saturdays. And she's definitely worth a follow if anybody isn't here. Anybody isn't following her here and wants some awesome content, make sure you check her out. I am just going to do this. Click the link, hit the follow. Let's see if we can get her up to 20 follows as well. Right, let's open these up. I'm only in 720 as well, Lumi. I'm literally in 720, 60. 3600 bitrate, I think, or 4000 maybe, I can't remember. This isn't working though. For some reason. And I don't know why. Oh well. We will sort it. But yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I can manually change it. I could literally, like, I know Night Sky was my last follow, so I can go into if I go into here, and go into here, and then Phantom Bot, add-ons, follow handler, and then if I do this, and then I go Night 5KY, save, and then it will actually change in a second. There you go, see, so it changes manually, or I can actually do it because I know Evo Lad actually hosted earlier as well. So I can literally go like into the same thing. Go into add-ons, go into host handler, latest host or auto host, and it'll go well in Evo Lad. Click save, and then it'll start rotating round. But I don't know why. I don't know why. What's it called? I don't know why it's not rotating. Actually, deliberately like overwriting. I think it's just not able to. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to look into it after I've finished. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense, Lumi. Or it may kinda. I think it makes sense. I think it does. So we'll chat about it later, and we need to sort your stream out as well and deal with all your stuff. For your stream HUD, it is easy to actually just deactivate the mixer icons. Gear is special clothing that grants you unique abilities. You can only wear 4 pieces at a time, 1 per type. Manage your gear from the gameplay menu. Okay. That doesn't sound too interesting. 70% chance melee is stunned. Victim is vulnerable. That sounds okay.
Why are you
Ooh, increased weapon damage by 50% on skylines. Ammo advantage. Increased clip size for all. Right, that's definitely the one that I'm going for. 100%. Look at gear. New boots. Killing a possessed human causes them to explode nearby. No, we don't want that. Melee targets are not back. That sounds good. Voxophones provide silver eagles. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant that one. But when it comes to actually doing like narration and stuff, that Don LaFontaine is like the god of everything, of voiceovers and narration. We'll go for that. We will... health infusion, shield infusion.
Just what the doctor ordered.
And we will go for this. And there's some random cigarettes there, which look like playing cards, but they're not. Bioshock Infinite was so fun to play. Handymen are slightly annoying though. Have I come across them? Are they the actual turret people that you've got to kill? Maybe. I weren't paying attention. I've just been talking a lot, to be honest. So that's no good. Increased damage against handymen. Okay, since handymen are annoying, we'll go for the 50% damage, I think. Providing that this isn't... Right, we'll go for this one. Just because Lumi says that the big dudes are annoying. There was a gold bar there. Is there any more gold bars? Any? Want more gold bars? No, there isn't. There are some coins here, though. Ooh, just reloaded. Ring ring. I heard a phone go off. I wanted to go and answer it, but apparently not. Pick up infusion, so we'll actually... I kind of think that health and shield are going to be more useful to me in the short term. So we're going to go for all health at the moment and shield. Salts are already full. Right, we got some more money. Can you actually pick all these up, or do you... Does it switch out? So you can take them all, you just can't have more than one equipped. Right, okay, that makes sense. I'm slowly working things out as I go, guys. Slowly. As I say to Lumi, I'm not the most intelligent thing when it comes to, I'm not the most intelligent person when it comes to this. Right, so if we go to here, and then equip item. So we wanted that one. I want to equip. And then that one, and then which one was it? That's the one. Then what was this one that I did? It was that one. And then electric punch, was it? Yes, electric punch. I think I picked them all up. Yes, I did. Ooh, more. Another shield upgrade.
What was that?
Surprising.
Surprising that it was.
Surprising that it didn't kill him.
Right, okay. So there's still stuff to pick up and eat and drink and gorge on. Right. Eat that as well. Eat that and that. I don't think there's anything else that I want. Okay. Right. I am liking this pistol, by the way. It's very, very cool. There we go. I'm assuming that's like some type of police ship, maybe, that just drove past, or flew past, rather. Right, so where do I need to go now? To grab onto a rate, to look at it and press A. Okay.
If I could hook onto them with this skyhook. Oh, the damn hook must be magnetized.
That was nice and easy. I want this gun, please. Did you have any more ammo, good sir? He did not. Right. Where do we go now? Right, so, where's this dude? I'm assuming that was my shield coming back when it showed on screen there. Oh, hello, buddy. There we go, he's dead. Right, so we go and jump over this way. Oops. That was a missed throw. Right, so if we do this. Trying to get used to the controls again, guys. It's like really different to what I'm used to. Right, come on, this way. Don't let him aim. Too late, I'm already aiming. I do like this machine gun. Is there anybody behind me or anything that I can get up here that might help me along? A little bit of health there. Can't complain at that. Yeah, so that's does that actually hurt them or not? I don't think it does. Nope. Especially if I can't reach him. Especially if I can't reach him, it don't hurt them. Right, any more? Any more for any more? Let's search corpses. We need as much health and gold and whatever else. Well, silver is what we can get. Right there. There's a guy over there. Thought this was actually I thought you could actually walk around that corner then. I was like, what the heck? The Prophet is crazy. I'm literally one person. Anybody could turn around and say one day that anarchy is going to happen, because anarchy always happens. Dismounts. Anything here? And anything here? And then I'm assuming this isn't the way we need to go. Right, I'm assuming if we go back up here and then we dismount over there. That grappling hook's really, really useful. It's a weapon and it's a tool. Cannot complain. Right. Let's go around here. There we go, door open. Is door open? It does. Look at these printing presses. Oh wow. That's cool. So there will be a Bioshock 4, I looked it up. Yeah, I thought there would be, Eric, simply because it was a popular franchise. I think they just took a change. You know, actually with 3 or Infinite. Like I said, sometimes they've got to try and reboot things or else they get stale. So it's good that they were trying something new. If they go back to the original idea, I think that'll still work as well. Because you'll get the old atmosphere back. But yeah, it looks like not for a few years. Thing is, that makes sense as well, because you've got to give the writers time to do the thing and to actually get on with what they need to do and actually make it so the universe stays consistent. Because anybody can write a story, but writing a story that ties into all the previous ones is an entirely different different beast. I did check there, didn't I? Yeah, I've already got full ammo. Right, so if we go this way. I did not mean to do that. I am sorry. But it happens. I accidentally hit Y there. I didn't actually mean to kill them. I wanted to leave them alone. That's that guy dead. Oh, hello, buddy. Ow. Take all. big and tough.
Comstock came by the wagon at dawn.
I'm not sure they can afford a flop and still make games in the future, so you remain up to, yeah, that's probably the best way, Eric. Just hope for the best, plan for the worst and all that jazz. At least they could, at least if they give it a go, they give it a go. And if the franchise dies because they don't do good enough, well, it is what it is, do you know what I mean? We can just enjoy the installments they actually gave us. Which I'm suppose we'll be happy with, I guess. Right, so if we go this way. Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice for another installment, but... Right, let's get some more machine gun ammo. There we go, I think I'm full now. I used more ammo than what I thought I would have done there, to be honest. I was a little bit trash when it came to shooting at that moment in time. Right, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Oh, I heard a horse. Okay. I've still, like you said earlier, Eric, I can't get over how pretty the game is. It's really, really nice looking. Probably about another 10-15 minutes smack. I'm not going to be going for much longer. I don't want to go too far into the evening because I need to help Lumi sort out her whatever she wants to do. Because she's got a lot to be dealing with what's been happening on Mixer today. So we do need to get on with things. However, I have enjoyed my first stream on Twitch. It's been a lot of fun, and it's all been thanks to you guys. And I really do appreciate you all coming over from another platform to come and say hi and to drop that support. I will sort out the shout out command ready for tomorrow, so then we can actually share other streams with each other and stuff. You've got a gun, good sir. As do you, and you. Maybe I should have put my weapon away before I came in here. Maybe it would have been a good idea. Where are you, sir? I know there's another dude around here somewhere. So I heard him scream and went, ah! Anything upstairs? Maybe this is where I was meant to go. Maybe I should have a look downstairs first. Kind of feels like that's the way I should be going. Silver Eagle. Okay, I am now drunk, apparently. Oh wow, this is a little bit disorientating, guys. I'm struggling a little bit now. There's smell more. Wow. Absolutely. He smashed out his head. Alright, let's... You have a headache, monkey? Well, hopefully it passes. Have you been drinking enough water, or have you not been drinking enough? Because headaches in this weather, especially when it's warm, can quite often be through dehydration. Stab him. Oh, there's a guy up top. There's a guy here. There's a guy here. It's because of hot weather, and yes. Yeah, it's... I would try having some more, drinking some more water. 'Cause sometimes you think that you're taking enough, but you're actually not. I do it a lot, and I end up with headaches in like summer because I don't drink enough. I'm a little bit of a doofus sometimes.
Perfect.
Right, so I just got another infusion health thing. Let's have a look up here to see if this guy had anything. Some more salts. There's a health kit which I don't need. More salt. Right, we'll go down the stairs and not jump over the edge. You only eat breakfast, maybe that's a problem, but it's whether you don't eat much. Yeah, it could be that as well. Okay, you could have like low blood sugar, so... Right, which way was it that I needed to go? Was it this way? Maybe?
Shortly after 1 o'clock this afternoon, the scoundrel, believed now by many to be Vox Populi, began his terrible rampage. Trouble began almost instantly. Full of
Don't think there's anything in here to find, is there?
maliciously wounded several Colombian peacemakers, before then arming himself and firing into an assemblage of virtuous fairgoers. As of this hour, he is
I say maybe you've got low blood sugar, monkey.
God-fearing Colombians
Not eating enough.
meet their maker in heaven. He is considered brimming with danger.
That's fair enough, Eric. I'm going to be playing this for the rest of the week, so obviously you're more than welcome to stop by and watch play the game. I'm just trying to find a nice place to save now, to be honest. I could hear something, I didn't know what it was. Everything's full apart from... Apparently apart from machine gun ammo wasn't full. Sorry, what? Your niece screamed. I said maybe you've got low blood sugar. Maybe you haven't eaten enough. Maybe you need to actually get something to eat to help solve the headache. Sometimes not eating can give you headaches. I think Lumi gets that sometimes. Ooh, another collectible here. Eavesdropper, 10 out of 80. Nice. I'm probably missing loads of collectibles, in all honesty, guys, but I guess keep looking round for things isn't exactly the most exhilarating thing in the game. This looks like I can push this over, maybe. Yep, move. Ooh, look what I found. We got a pair, and we got, what's this? New bands, deadly lunges, melee strike range increased by 3 times. That actually sounds pretty good. But do I want them to actually have the increased range, or do I want them to get knocked back when I actually hit them? I'll stick with what I've got currently, and then we can always switch them out. We can switch them out on the fly, can't we? So it doesn't really matter. We can always try stuff out afterwards. Right. It's really good how they've done the projections in the game. I think that's like really good detailing, especially with like the flies and stuff. Right. And there's me talking like an old game, like it's a brand new one. But it really isn't. Well, thank you so much for being here today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And if there is anybody new and you're not already following the channel, please consider doing so. It really does help me and the channel out a lot. I am now currently exclusive to Twitch. So there's probably going to be plenty of streams over the summer. Starting with this, Bioshock Infinite. I'm not going to kill them guys because they're already caged and that'll feel weird. Okay. Hello, Raven person. Right. With Devil's Kiss equipped, hold and release LT to create an explosive trap. Okay, so I need to actually change it to Devil's Kiss. Darn it, I'm out of salts. Really? Game? I caught the LB button. Yes, it's Bioshock Infinite, Monkey. It's actually a really fun, cool game. If you've played Bioshock 1 and 2, it's quite different to it, but it's still a fun game. It's still a lot of fun. The first two were under the sea, this one's up in the clouds. Oh, look at that, we've got a raven pecking at us and eating our... Murder of crows.
Murderous crows. Hold and release to create a nest trap.
Press LT to summon murderous crows to stun and damage your enemies. Hold and release LT to create a nest trap. Enemies take more damage during crow attacks. Nice. Can we actually go? Okay. I heard a door go. I was like, what the heck? And there was somebody behind us. I think I can hear another person. That's the other thing. I don't like the plasmids in this game. Yeah, they're a little bit... Well, they're different. They're different. I definitely understand why you're actually saying that the other games were nicer, because they were. The actual plasmids that they used were nicer. The system, I think, was nicer. Ooh, another item. New hat, Burning Halo. 70% chance that a melee target is set ablaze. Victim takes 300 damage over 4 seconds. You see, that sounds better than actually knocking them back. So we're going to go for that, guys, I think. We're definitely going to go for that. Right, we'll get the monies. We'll get this. Right. Right, let's dismount here. Anything to open? Yes. Dismount. And then jump. Oh, control is disconnected. That means batteries have run out. Good job, I always have spares right next to me, innit? I just don't like being tethered to my console. Hence, I always use batteries. You never use the Crow one unless you had to. Yeah, I can kind of understand that as well. You'd really... I suppose it's like any other game. If you get abilities, you tend to only use certain ones that match your playstyle particularly. And if you don't have a way of incorporating it into your playstyle, you won't use it. So I suppose that's the other side of it. Do you like getting all this money that's just lying around now? Can't go through there. Yeah, let's go downstairs. Always got to keep your eyes open, just in case. Sorry to be so negative about this game. I did enjoy it. It's just the other two games were arguably my favourite games of all time. Honestly, Eric, I don't see it as being negative. I like hearing your opinions and feedback on stuff and like what your thoughts are on games. I actually, honestly, enjoy hearing it and seeing what you think. Okay. Because I can definitely see your point of view with it. 100%. I think I've said it before that actually different opinions and everything and people's different viewpoints on different things actually makes the world more interesting. So it's always nice to hear like what people's favourite games are and what makes that their favourite game and why the sequel or the prequel or whatever just didn't live up to it on in their mind because of certain things. And it's good to have the conversations, do you know what I mean? It's really, really interesting. So it's like during the story I'm trying to just keep quiet, because when they're actually talking I want you guys to be able to hear what they're doing. But I can definitely see as well where you're saying this one is confusing, because it is. Ooh, Skyline Strike. That was fun. The one thing that I do like about this game is I do like the verticality of it. You know, where you can actually jump up and then jump down on people. That's like a really cool part of it. It's been a long time since I've played the original Bioshocks. I might actually go back to them, you know, after I've done this. The only reason I've started with this is because I haven't played this game yet. At least not fully. So I wanted to start with something new, something interesting that I've never experienced before. Yo, Bucky Do It, how's it going? Leave area. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, it was a neat idea, Eric. It was definitely a neat idea. Have a look at these. I think I'm already full on everything here apart from ammo. Right. I think now might actually be a good place to end, because I think it would have auto-saved when I come through that door. Apparently my stream deck isn't working properly at this moment in time, so it took me to the wrong scene. I apologise for that, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you for joining me on my first stream on Twitch. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all do stick around and we can actually go and raid night. Thank you so much, Eric, Monkey, Jan, Lume, Aiku, Max Smith, just everyone. For actually being here. If you're new and you've been enjoying the content, please consider hitting that follow button. It really does help the channel out a lot. I will be live again tomorrow. Not quite sure what time yet though, because still got a lot of things to do. A lot of shit's gone down with Mixer, and I need to help Loomis sort stuff out. So I'll be dealing with that. As soon as Loomis sorted, if any of you guys need help with moving, I will help you out as much as I can. And on that note, we're going to actually find out how to raid and learn how to raid. So if you want to stick around, I'll take you all over to Night Sky. Just let me work out how to do it. I'm assuming it'll be in Stream Manager. So if I go to raid channel and then pick somebody to raid, and then I think I just need to start raid. So what I'll say now, guys, is I don't know what this is going to do. I don't know how it works. So I will see you all next time. I will see you in Nights. Take care, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.